Hello, welcome to RevelatorAlf, a biker's life less ordinary. So today I'm just going to get on the big Triumph here and then head off down on these byways here. Now, so the purpose of this video is really just to demonstrate which byways might be suitable for different types of riders. So let's say right here, this is designated a byway, so you know all vehicles can go on here. Now this is a tarmac stretch. It actually goes onto a dirt stretch a little bit later on. But in essence, whenever you're searching for byways to go and ride, and you've never been on them before, you know, always look at Ordnance Survey maps, and that will tell you whether it's paved or not in a lot of cases. If you see that the byway is over like a white track, a white road on the Ordnance Survey map, the chances are it's going to be some kind of farm track or a paved track, but it's not always the case. Then once you encounter some dirt, then you're making a decision as you're going along whether it's suitable for your standard of riding. You know, you can easily get caught out on these byways or trails, so the best thing to do is just keep on analysing as you're going along. Anyway, let's go and ride it, and I'll catch you on the other side, and I'll share what I'm thinking as I'm going. Catch you on the other side. RevelatorAlf. Ta-da! Right, and away we go. So as I'm sort of going along here, I say this is a paved track, so it's no dramas at all. It is a byway. I'm just on the outskirts of the town here actually, but you're right in the middle of the countryside already, so no drama. So this is one of those things where you can actually put a bit of pace on and, you know, just go normally. Obviously you've got to be watching out for anything that can be coming out the hedges. It's a narrow track, single lane narrow road, so you've got to look for oncoming traffic where there's a lot of space. Bit of a frosty start this morning, so you know, watch out for the shaded areas, you know, for any frost on the roads that could slip you up. And you're just sort of going along and just kind of looking at the surface, looking ahead. And this is a straight road, you know, it's a little bit bumpy in places, but absolutely no dramas. So now, very soon, going to come off the paved bit and hit a little bit of dirt. And this is where we start analysing what the track's like as we're going along. Lots of runners around this morning. I mean, it's really odd actually. This is February. This time last year it was snowing, but it's been very spring-like the last few days. So very warm temperatures. Okay, so just coming off this bit here, and just going to go onto the trees bit there, past a little farm property here, and now we're already onto the dirt trails. It hasn't rained for a while. You can see this is sort of hard and compacted trail. It's quite wide and it's been flattened a little bit. A few rocks sticking out, but nothing to worry about. But you can see I'm not really going to town. Let me just go this way. And this is like a dirt compacted trail into the middle of the forestry. Nothing doing at all really. Absolutely fine. And people walking. Hello. And what I'm doing is just making a constant assessment as I'm going along of the trail, what it's like, if it's wet, what kind of soil it is, that kind of thing. Always looking around to looking for other trails. And as I say, it's been really dry. The soil here is really quite sandy. It's a thin layer of sand on top of it. So what I'll do, I'll just keep on going up ahead and see where it takes me. Actually, you know what? Let me that other trail looked a little bit better. Let me go down to that one. There we go. Yeah, it's better. Okay, so it's a little bit sandy, but it's wide, but overall it's sort of compact. So it's dry, it's easy going. I'm sort of taking my time. The sun's in my eyes a little bit, so you've got to watch out for that. Now here's an issue, like a big puddle here. You say big puddle, there's no dramas there, but sometimes you don't actually know how deep that puddle is, or you know what might be masking a really big hole. So wherever possible, just avoid them. You know, I'm a great believer in just keeping things really simple, really easy, and if you can do that on your rides, then just do it, you know. Now there's no problem going through the puddles, of course, but as I say, you know, if you don't have to go through them, then especially if you're a beginner and you're really not sure what you should do, then just go around them. You know, you're not doing yourself a disservice by not going through them, and you know, it's not as if you're trying to prove anything here, as I say. So what you're really looking at is, you know, the track ahead, the surface, you know, the potholes, that kind of thing. You're kind of analysing if it's hard going, soft going, but you're also looking at whether you know, the front tyre wants to dig in, whether it wants to search, or whether it wants to knock you off balance, that kind of thing. Let's go this way, shall we? I have no idea where this goes, but let's go and give it a go. There we go, so right through the trees here. Oh, it's lovely. There's kind of old logging plantation road here. This is nice. Now, you've always got to judge the tracks about your standard and what you feel most comfortable in. If you want to push the envelope a little bit, then by all means do it. I mean, I'm not saying you shouldn't, but you know, here you can see this is a little bit off the beaten track a little bit now. See, there's a little bit of mud here, nothing too much of a drama. Up on the pegs a little bit, let the bike wander just a little bit, and now you're coming off to more of a trail type ride, and just again analysing what's ahead. A little bit soft there, the front tyre may want to search, so you know, looking at it. Here we go, a little exit point here, and onto the main track, and we'll just come onto this bit there. Oop. There we go, and we've basically come to the end of the byway. So let me just pull over anywhere, and I'm also looking at which are the flat spots, which are the high spots. So what let me just pull over here and we'll have a little chat. Right, well, I hope you found that useful, at least, and basically the video is really just about showing you how to analyze a track as you're riding along it and making decisions as you're going along. You're looking at the, you know, the type of track it is, whether it's wide, whether it's compact, what sort of soil it is, whether it's clay soil, sandy soil. That will determine whether the tires are going to skid, whether they're going to get clogged up with mud or anything like that. Is it wet? Is it dry? What's the recent weather been like? You know, that gives you a good indication of how the trail is going to be. So right now I know the trails are going to be relatively nice going, easy going, although it's winter, because we haven't had rain here in just over a week, about 10 days, or any serious rain. So that's why you're kind of making that judgment call. But again, ride the trails that you are most comfortable with, that suit your level of experience, and just build on from there. And then if you ever encounter a trail or section of track that you think, no, this is a bit too much for me, let's say it's very deeply rutted, or you're on a big heavy bike, or if you're just on a road going bike, you just fancied a bit of off-road, do you know the best thing to do? There's no shame, just stop, turn around and go back the way you came. Right, anyway, hope you found this useful, and catch you on the next video, whenever that is. Cheers now.